Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Southern Eagles, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. They'll go with a direct snap. Got the first down and more. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Direct snap. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Then they strike first.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Looking for room, it's Brock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thompson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong. Be big. Be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. At the 45, on its way. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Eagles! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
With the catch, it's Hurst. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're going to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Snap it to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Picks up the first down. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Direct snap. Just ran him over.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to pass, it's French. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
All right, defense. it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Getting some heat. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're going to run it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now to chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Panthers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on third down. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Got his man quickly. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Red pass, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Panthers are marching down the field.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
DB's right up on the receivers. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On the ground, it's Brock. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught behind the line. It's Beasley. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A run for the quarterback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
At the 20. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brock. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Finds his man. It's Hurst. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's French. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Second and short now after that completion.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man, and they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's French. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Eagles! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. He lofted high and deep down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Georgia Southern, 35, Georgia State, 6.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Leaves it with the back. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. They'll immediately call timeout. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, big juke to get past. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The give on the inside. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First and goal, Georgia Southern.
Back to throw, it's French. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Go straight ahead. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
A loss of 9 on the play. 2nd down coming up.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped after making the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? The defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
You know, there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Catch in the middle, it's Thompson.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9-15.
Hand off from the shotgun. Finds a crease at the 20. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On first down from the 13-yard line.
Get set.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for room, it's Brock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion.
A great job forcing the fumble. But here's the thing. I'm okay with plays. If I make you earn it and don't give up those big plays and make you not get a penalty, not put the ball on the turf, I think that's what good defense is about. Great job by the defense, bowing their neck up, forcing the turnover.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Lining up from the 34 on first down. With jet sweep pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The RPO, it's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions.